Hi, it's Scarlett Estevez. In American Afterlife, my character Cielo is forced to survive alone after an earthquake destroys her city. Luckily, creating this audio drama wasn't a solo mission. I'm grateful I had a wonderful team with me. If you enjoy the story, it would mean a lot to us if you share and leave a review. Please enjoy this full, uninterrupted episode after this short ad break.
Check out Pair of Thieves underwear, socks, and loungewear at pairofthieves.com/AAP. For a special American Afterlife podcast offer, new customers get 25% off. Use promo code AFTERLIFE. In a post-apocalyptic America where everything once known has been reduced to ruins and humanity regresses to its most primal survival instincts, one fact will hold true. You're going to need a comfy pair of underwear. Upgrade your wardrobe with Pair of Thieves. Pair of Thieves, ready for everything. Underwear, socks, tees, and loungewear. Combine advanced comfort and performance tech with bold design and sharp style. Pair of Thieves gear is perfect for everything you do and go with anything you wear. Upgrade your wardrobe today. Go to pairofthieves.com/AAP for a special offer only for American Afterlife podcast listeners. New customers get 25% off. Use promo code AFTERLIFE.
At Verbo, we understand that even the best of plans sometimes need a little support, so we plan for the plot twists. Every booking is automatically backed by our Verbo Care Guarantee, giving you confidence from the very start. Whenever you need help, it's ready, before your stay, through the moments in between, and after your trip. Because a great trip starts with peace of mind, and maybe a good playlist. But we've got the peace of mind part covered.
Everybody talked about it since I first moved to Oregon. The big one. The fucking big one. The earthquake that trashed the whole West Coast. California up into Washington. Total destruction. People had plans. Had their family memorize them. They stuck 5-gallon buckets full of supplies in their backyards. Our school made evacuation routes. But you know what happens when shit actually goes down? You don't think about plans. You don't think at all. You just scream and cry and try and survive.
You're listening to American Afterlife, a podcast series based on the best-selling book by Pedro Hoffmeister. Episode 1, Aftershock.
No, honey, put that back. We're not getting candy today.
Mom.
Can you grab pickles?
I did.
Steph likes dill. You got sweet. Steffi, I said just one treat today. Put that back where you found it.
But they say sandwich pickles.
Bread and butter. Those are the sweet ones. Steffi, come on, put those back.
Who puts sweet pickles on a sandwich? That's completely...
Calling it the largest natural disaster in American history.
They're trapped under the collapse right into it. Is there anyone who can help?
9.1 magnitude that has devastated from Mendocino County up into British Columbia. Initial estimates have the death.
Remaining Cascadia survivors in the South Hills of Eugene, Oregon should head to Laurelwood Golf Course for final evacuation. If you're unable to travel or require medical attention, signal FEMA helicopters from your
Who is supposed to foot the bill for the recovery effort? Who do you think? I mean, thoughts and prayers, but come on. The Antifa in Portland can just...
It wasn't so bad right after. Feels weird to say that since, of course it was bad. It was fucking devastation. Worse than any of the predictions. Half of Eugene was underwater from the broken dams. The rest was in ruins. But after the helicopter came, after everyone evacuated, the whole town felt like it was mine. It never felt like that before. wasn't so bad. I mean, couldn't even smell the bodies yet. I hid while they searched for survivors. It was easy. They didn't look very hard. I heard on the emergency radio that the quake hit from Northern California all the way through Washington State. We were right in the middle of it. Too much shit to handle. Too many people to help. The National Guard didn't have time to look for me. And I didn't want to get found. I was lucky enough to be up on the hill when it happened. It took maybe half an hour for the water from the broken dams to roll in. The ice cream shop on A-Gate, where the girl used to give me all the free samples. Suddenly, it was just a roof. All that ice cream, trapped underwater. Maybe the girl was too. Anyway, I spent my first couple of days going house to house, taking whatever I could find. The houses in my neighborhood were all, crooked. Their upper stories were caved in, and some lower stories, too. Trees straight through the roofs. I had to be careful where I went, because if an aftershock hit, the whole place might come down on top of me. The Albertsons was in pretty bad shape. That's the grocery store. Albertsons, right off 30th. It was all folded in on itself, like the cake you fucked up in the oven. But I took my chances, and it paid off. It's weird. Mom and I used to be so careful at the store, checking prices, making lists, counting out coupons, sticking to the budget. Suddenly, I can just walk in and take anything I wanted. For free. All I had to do was try not to look down at all the bodies. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it wasn't as bad as you might think. Not at first. When I was alone. When I guess I thought I was. I'm tired. Can we stop now?
Lucas, it's been a week. What do you have for me?
She's still traumatized, but I'm easing into it, sir.
How much time do you think you have here, Lucas? I have guys breathing down my neck.
I think we're moving in the right direction. I'm not sure if you've had enough time to go through my last report, but Cielo's stopped sleeping on the floor, moved to the cot.
These are important guys. Guys who shouldn't even know my name, but they do know my name, and they're fucking unhappy with me.
Of course, with a little patience, she's opening up.
These are not patient men. These are men who want some answers, but I can't get them the answers because apparently my overall demeanor is not conducive to whatever the fuck. I need you, Lucas, and I need you to push.
But, sir...
I have the bloody bodies of 10 guys inside a warehouse that was supposedly fully evacuated, and a teenage girl who can tell us what happened. All right?
All right.
Hello? Who's there?
Hello?
I'm coming! It was the first time I'd heard another person's voice since it happened. I kind of freaked out. I know I said I liked the time to myself, and I did. But something about hearing another voice, I mean, maybe it sounds dumb, but I thought for a second it might be someone my age. Or my mom. But it wasn't. It was just Mr. Francois, trapped under that shelf. Hang on, I'm coming. Come on, open up. Is someone in here? I'm coming in. Mr. Francois. That's just what the other kids called him. Hello? Are you in here? Oh, man.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was alone. I thought I was all alone. I need...
Jesus, fuck. He was all squished. Like, smashed, flattened. Part of him, at least. Pinned under this big wooden bookcase that fell on him. His legs, right up to his stomach. It was bad. So bad that I didn't even recognize him. But he recognized me.
Cielo? Is that you?
It's Cielo, but how... Oh. Wow. Hi. It was Mr. Francois, my French teacher. He was the teacher who always goofed around with everyone. Gave his class French nicknames. I'm Cielo, sky, so he called me Ciel. He always annoyed me, honestly. Always joking around. But he wasn't joking anymore.
What day is it? How long has it been?
I don't know, a few days?
Why are you here? I thought they took everyone out. I tried to shout. They couldn't hear.
I didn't want to go.
Oh.
Not without my mom.
Oh.
Are you thirsty? Do you need water? Hang on.
Thank you.
Of course. You're gonna be okay. I'm here now. I couldn't just leave the guy there. Stuck. So I spent the afternoon next to him. Well, as close as I could without the smell. It smelled like blood, but worse than blood. It smelled hot. I know that doesn't make sense. I think the shelf kind of kept his insides inside, so he didn't die. I gave him more water around sunset, dug through his cupboards trying to find him some food. I'd been inside a lot of people's houses already, scavenging, digging through their private lives. But something about knowing him made it feel different, like I was intruding. Finally found some crackers, but he didn't want to eat. You don't want it? Okay. There are plenty if you want some later. You should really get to the store. These are pretty stale, man. At one point, he gestured towards a picture on the ground near him. Glass in the frame was all busted up, but the photo itself was fine. It was a girl, probably 10 years older than me, maybe 25. His kid or his grandkid, I don't know. He pointed at her and at me. I got what he was trying to say. I spent the rest of the day with him. When the sun set, I found some blankets in a spare room and curled up in the corner. He kept waking up in the night. It was kind of worse when he wasn't making any noise. I'd have to check his pulse and make sure he wasn't dead. But eventually he'd wake up and be at it again. I'm here. Go back to sleep. He kept talking in his sleep. Just gibberish. But that didn't bother me. It was nice hearing someone else's voice. Shh. It's okay. He woke up at one point. Seemed like he was in a lot of pain. He just sort of looked at me like, your turn to talk. So I told him everything. About my life. About where I was when it happened. About my mom. Anyway, he fell asleep after a while. So did I. But he woke me up around sunrise. What is it? Hey, whoa! Shh. Do you want more water?
No.
What do you want? What can I do?
Oh, it's the...
What is it? The shelf? The ceiling? I don't understand. Your stomach? No, if we take it off, it'll... Oh. I can't.
Cielo.
But I don't even know how to move it. I can't lift... Okay, hang on. Let me find something. For, leverage. I'll be right back, I promise, okay? I'll be right back. What choice did I have? He was in pain. He was dying. But not very fast. So I found some piece of metal in the garage. This should work. I'm gonna get that off of you. That's what you want, right? Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, here we go. Oh shit. When the thing lifted off him, he just sort of spilled out everywhere. He made this noise like he was choking, like he was drowning somehow. I almost slipped and lost my hold and dropped it back on top of him. But I didn't. And then he stopped making noise. He wasn't hurting anymore.
Oh my God.
It was fine. I was fine. I just did what I needed to do. That's it. Can I go now?
Yeah. Of course, Cielo. We can be done for today.
Great.
That must be, hard for you to relive. Thanks for sharing it with me. Thanks for talking to me. But listen, will you tell me about where we found you? How you wound up in that house in the woods?
I don't want to talk about that.
Right, I understand. But my boss is we're all really curious. If you knew those guys inside, did you see what happened to them? Do you know who killed them? Did you kill them, Cielo? Cielo?
You've been listening to American Afterlife, an audio drama by Benstown McVeigh Podcast Network production, in association with Aurora Productions and in partnership with Gamut Podcast Network, based on the best-selling book by Pedro Hoffmeister, presented by Pair of Thieves. Be sure to stick around after the credits for a post-podcast interview with a member of the cast and crew. Produced by Dave Chachi Dennis, Mike McVeigh, and William Stewart. Directed by William Stewart. Podcast adaptation, written by River Donahue, based on the best-selling book series American Afterlife by Pedro Hoffmeister. Published by Crooked Lane Books. Featuring Scarlett Estevez as Cielo, Joshua Mesnick as Lucas, and Ted Evans as Charles. Additional voices by Phil Levitt, Darren Silva, MJ Block, Francesca Calvo. Narration by Sean Andre. Sound design by Jacob Urbanik. Studio engineers Darren Silva and Megan Vasquez. Production manager and marketing Susan Aksu Majarian. Additional marketing Robbie Gessel. If you enjoyed American Afterlife, please consider leaving a review on Apple Podcasts and following us on Spotify.
Hi, I'm Scarlett Estevez, and I'm so excited to be playing Cielo in American Afterlife. When I first got the script, I felt very connected with Cielo, and I didn't really know why, because our life situations are very different. She grew up very different from me, but she had this kind of fire in her, and getting to play her, I felt like we kind of shared it. I've done a lot of voiceover work, and I've also done TV and film, but yeah, it was definitely a completely different feeling podcasting it, because it's like voiceover, because I'm not really being recorded except for now, but I'm also sitting with another person in a room, which makes my delivery and my readings so much different. I really got into this character, and I feel like we really kind of bonded, so I hope she finds what she's looking for.